The video showing Manchester United hero Gary Neville discovering what a holiday is has gone viral, while Liverpool FC and other football fans have been mocking him on social media. Neville and his long-standing affiliation with United make him the pantomime villain at Anfield and beyond, and his on-screen exchanges with Liverpool favourite Jamie Carragher are often box office hits. However, in this particular scenario, Carragher had no direct role to play. Instead, Reds faithful are eagerly waiting to see what Carragher has to say after laying eyes on the hilarious clip that's been making the rounds. It features Neville chatting with Stephen Bartlett when he sat down in August 2022 for his episode of the Diary of a CEO podcast. One particular segment, where Neville discusses the benefits of a holiday or, as he labels them, mini-retirements, was caught, replayed, and mocked as witty Twitter users showed little mercy. Neville and Carragher haven't retweeted the clip yet, but it may only be a matter of time as far as the latter is concerned. In the video, Neville said, "What you can have are mini-retirements throughout the year, and that's what I've tried to do, not very successfully. So, for example, this weekend, I'm going to Spain, from Friday until Monday morning. I call that a mini-retirement." At that point, Bartlett jokes, "That's a weekend." 48-year-old Neville continued, "It's a weekend, it's a mini-retirement. I basically say for 3 days I'm there and I'm basically not thinking about work, and I will, but sometimes my best ideas come when I'm on that sort of trip, but then in 6 weeks, I'll have another mini-retirement for 5 days or 4 days, rather than thinking you're going to stop for 6.5 months and have a sabbatical year. That's probably not going to happen for people like you or me because we basically don't work that way. So, having lots of mini-retirements throughout the year is what I've tried to do for the last few years." Liverpool is closing in on the appointment of George Schmadtke as their new sporting director but arrives at Anfield having dropped a clanger with one of the most sought-after players in world football. Liverpool's new sporting director George Schmadtke arrives at Anfield with a regret, selling Napoli sensation Victor Osimhen. The former Hannover 96, FC Köln, and Wolfsburg man is set to replace Julian Ward on Merseyside. He will have the task of leading the Reds' operations in the summer transfer market. Schmadtke certainly has a task on his hands as he tries to rebuild a squad that faltered this season and won't have the allure of Champions League football on offer this summer. In somewhat ominous news ahead of his arrival, the 59-year-old has already let go of one of the most sought-after frontmen in world football, Napoli striker Victor Osimhen. The duo's paths crossed while they were at Bundesliga giants Wolfsburg. The Nigerian wasn't quite the ruthless striker he has developed into, but a young player trying to find his way into the game. He had started his professional career at the German side, going 16 games without scoring before being allowed to join Belgian club Charleroi on a season-long loan. There, Osimhen flourished with 20 goals in all competitions during the 2018-19 campaign. A permanent move was quickly on the cards as Charleroi activated their £3 million option to sign him. Osimhen would soon be on the move again as Lille secured a £19 million deal. Reflecting on the decision to let the striker go, Schmadtke admitted he regrets cashing out so early. In conversation with Kicker, he said, "It wasn't a good move, in hindsight. When I arrived, he, Osimhen, was limping and running in circles. I was told that the forwards we had weren't good enough. The most important lesson is that you need to have patience with some transfers." Since then, Osimhen has gone from strength to strength. A return of 18 goals in his debut season for Lille convinced Napoli to splash €60 million, £58.9 million, on him. He has continued to score regularly with 56 goals in 99 appearances for the Italian side. Of those, 28 came in this season and helped Napoli end their long wait for a Serie A title. Suitors continue to circle, Premier League duo Manchester United and Chelsea among them, as they look to bolster their attacking options ahead of the upcoming season. However, Napoli coach Aurelio De Laurentiis has insisted that Osimhen will remain at the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. In an interview with Rai Sport earlier this month, he said, "I'm not going to sell Victor Osimhen this summer, no way." Osimhen has 2 years left on his contract with Napoli and could add to Schmadtke's regret if he moves to the Premier League and potentially scores against the Reds in the near future. Make sure to subscribe to the Liverpool Beat channel, like and comment on this exciting update, and don't forget to check out the products we recommend in the description. Stay tuned for more transfer news.